Howdy, folks. I am back here with the next episode in our Spring 61 CSA campaign. Last thing I remember, I screwed something up. That sounds right for me. But I think we had bounced into that fort right there. And fort battles, because you can't really fight. I don't think you can fight them manually. It's a bit screwy. And yeah, we lost, so that was the gist of that. While we're here, actually, we should probably, now that I see this and kind of recall it, we should probably do something about this. I don't think there's any railroads here to hit anyways, but we'll try to send some folks in there. Mississippi Squadron. Alright, Kim's cavalry is already raiding. And they're just pushing our favorability up. In Kentucky, it's gone down a little bit. It's okay. I forget why we ended up back here, but I'm sure there's a reason. But I do want to turn around and try one more time. We've got about 15 days. Try to make that push. Okay, we got Alexandria. That's what we wanted over. That's what I wanted over here. So we're gonna pull out of here. So field telegraph is order delays. As far as I can tell, the other perks don't work even when they are scouting. I don't know if it means on the battlefield. I assume it means in campaign. So that one's kind of a waste. So I would look at the ones that do movement orders. But I don't like this one only because it increases order delays, which, you know, anything that's going to impair speed I'm not used to. Foot cavalry, I kind of like that one. Don't really like that one. I don't even... rating, I'm going to be careful about. I mean, this one's fine. Fame development, I don't care too much for it, but yeah, I'm not actually sure that scouting is going to work. And I don't want to give him a second busted one. So you know what? We're going to give him Johnston. Give him. Nope. Guess it wasn't Johnston. It was No, it was nobody. Well, you're going to get embedded reporters. And, yeah, we'll do that. Pull back a little bit up here. We don't want to get surprised. Surprises aren't good in this game. Meanwhile, I don't know if we've turned our odds. Before we had a 0%, we still have a 0% chance of winning this. Oh, maybe because this army's not engaged. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, we'll give them that. Yeah, we want to do it double quick force march, whatever it's called. Keem's cavalry is running in, and we just don't have anybody to stop them, so they're gonna go ahead and have their way there. There's, you know, it is what it is. Oh, looks like our army just came in and lost. Okay, not sure why, but oh, okay. We lost there, so we're gonna have to look for a little bit better news elsewhere, and I guess this is probably the best place we're likely to find it. So we're gonna move. Yeah, we're gonna move like that. Same thing with the Army of Tennessee. We're gonna move them like that. And see what that gets us. Alright, farm mechanization is not ready to go. Cotton is king. Is it? Further improve. I guess I could do that one, but cotton production is important as well. But I'm still more interested in farm mechanization. Rifled artillery. I think I still want to get costs down. I got to get this army upkeep number down, and that should free up some money down the line for diplomacy. Okay. Well, now I know at least. Speaking of which, how far along am I on the diplomatic front? Diplomacy. Trade deals have a little while ago. I'm already spending a ton on subsidies. Probably got to think about... Well, see, the military one makes sense to keep high. Industry... I don't know if I can say the same. Weapons production I don't really care for. Infrastructure reform... maybe 3.5 million. Subsidized industry. There's a lot that I usually like with industry. I don't know. So we'll cut a little bit off industry. We'll cut a little bit off of agriculture. And I'll see how that feels. Alright, Cock is basically useless at this point. Only because he's waiting for 28 days, 51 days, and I don't think... Oh, I don't know if I said this at the outset. So what I did... I don't think it was on the last video, but I think it was after the last video. I did go through and I armed up everyone that could take it. Speaking of which, men fielded. All right. Oops, this is also something I'm gonna take a look at. So, all right, this is the Army of Kentucky. We have got to... I think one of these armies was scouting. And I want to make sure that this time that don't happen again. All right, they don't say they're scouting. Yeah, so we should show up at the same time. We do. It's 25,000 of them. It is, I don't see a raw number, but it looks like it's about 30,000 of us. And we got to play this one. This is the battle here for Middle Earth. I realize I don't have any water, so I'll be back. All right, this is the tail of tape here. So yeah, kind of what we already knew. But I guess even then it's a bit closer than I thought. 4,500 men. For all intents and purposes, I think we are just about tied. We'll wait and see what map we pull. Oh. Oh. Okay. Huh. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Or there. Okay. So, I kind of thought we would be attacking. Clearly we are not. I think that is clear. So it looks like there's only one victory point. Not sure exactly how I want to do this. I think I'll... we're going to have to move some stuff around here, but... Let me just make sure there is no other victory point. I think the multiple victory points thing is kind of something of the past. But we do only have 12 engineering points for 2 armies on the field. It's a bit different. All right, so we can assume that they're up here. They're probably going to come some ways through. Probably down over here. That's fine for them. I'm thinking of kind of anchoring the defense maybe between those 2 creeks here. We have the so-called Stony Bluffs. And it looks like kind of on this flank we have the railroad crossing as it is. I think certainly what might be called for here. We're going to obviously supplement this with some stuff for the infantry, but we're going to supplement this with breastworks from the infantry, but can do that. And we'll try to get one that's at least a brigade wide. Alright, so that's that, and we'll... Okay. So I think that's good enough. We don't need our cav. I don't even necessarily want my cav over there. I want them over there. I will... Huh. I don't know why that showed up as kind of grayed out, but it did. We're going to put the artillery there. I think a lot of this force... Huh. Okay, Mississippi's... I think the way I did it is usually one division would get Mississippi's, the other would get Plains. It probably also could have made sense to vary it, but I didn't, and that's the end of that story. Okay, we'll set them up there, and I think now the rest of these are going to prepare to make their own breastworks. They're going to kind of run right into those tracks. I think this unit here... not sure what I want this unit to do. They may construct a secondary, begin a secondary line of breastworks back there. Looks like just about that whole division is going to be able to get into where they want to be. I guess I'll put some artillery there, and I'll try to leave space for one brigade so we can see that Slack and all of them have the Plains rifle. This must have been one of those armies that had it. I don't know why I hedged that way. Like I said, it probably would have made more sense to just... Whoa! What was that just popped up? That looked like the upgrade button. I might have some of these construct breastworks that would bend back over here, but I don't know how fast they're going to rush up on us. So, we'll, yeah, go ahead and do that, and I guess we'll find out very soon where some of them are. I think the first order of business ought to be to find out where they are. I'll send that cav unit up there. We're going to send Zolokoffer up there. Holmes. Probably don't need to micro that, but I'm going to. Consummate micromanager. We'll do that. Yeah, so we got that. We get to defend now. We're going to build kind of breastworks here in case the AI sees this opportunity and just rolls up in here. It could be a hindrance to getting the artillery out. I didn't have a chance to really talk about it when I was deploying, but I did want the artillery kind of near the road, but I wanted some infantry inside as well because sometimes their cav just sees my infantry and they go absolutely hog wild. And they will kind of abandon reason and, yeah, all sorts of stuff like that and just go right for the artillery. So if we have some infantry there to maybe make them second guess that, that would be, I think, prudent. We're going to get them to work up there. And over here, we'll get working on some breastworks here. And some breastworks here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that wasn't right. Oh, and I think I deleted the other ones too. Here, you guys get to work constructing. That's what I meant to do. Okay. They're off. Okay, we don't need to see all that. Somehow I have a minor defeat, despite outnumbering them. And now defending. On decent enough ground. I'm somehow losing. Okay, we'll move Colquitt over there. Longstreet can go over there. Can move this a little bit faster. Nothing doing yet. Sometimes you gotta be careful. I don't know. Let me see if I agree with this. So, yeah, I guess I do agree with that. I guess you could say that with binos, those cav officers saw... I don't know, can you actually see some movement here? I don't. They must have saw something through the trees. That I cannot see. But anyways, probably a superior decision would be to go up and maybe try to get a almost whole division up there, or both infantry divisions. And what is a pretty brutal tactic on this map is if you can just sit along this railroad and they decide to cross over this. It's the proverbial turkey shoot. A challenge could be that if they decide to go over here, but again, you should probably still, meet the challenge if possible. All right, we don't need scouts anymore. Same over here. We don't need scouts. That's not an issue. What I do want to see about doing... Oh, because one of our handicaps is that the cav weapons are not done. They came along later, so not ready to go. I don't think they're going to be ready to go until sometime in December. Until then, we got to make do with our mixed... I think it's always going to be mixed cav weapons, or almost always mixed cav weapons. But we know they're there, so we're going to kick out these 2 brigades, and we some skirmishers. They'll get them. We're going to move our skirmishers up to the edge of the bugle line. I guess that's, well, that's the edge of the bugle line. Okay. And we'll move them over there. Them over there. Them up there. Let's see what's going on here. I think that's Beauregard. Oh, no, it's Huger. Oops. Are these guys actually constructing? Yeah, they are. So they say. All right. They are going for a big old push here. So what we're going to do is, sure, you can call it a fallback. That's fine. Have these guys mount up as well and go over here. Try to meet them there. They're still mounted. So we're going to push over there. We're going to push with these guys. I actually might just hold them in reserve. Move in here to tighten up the lines of communication, decrease order delays, all that good stuff. We can move him back. That's, actually, you know what? Might make sense to bring that battery up. Nope. It doesn't, because they can already hit from there. So that's unnecessary. Okay, move him there. All right. These units are kind of awkward because it doesn't look like that's an angle that anybody's going to come through. And when they fall back, their horses actually run backwards. So that's, yeah, that's that. Man, those Pressworks do not look constructed. But okay. Okay, one thing I might do is push these non-constructing infantry brigades up so that their skirmishers can move up as well. Okay, with those orders, we can presume we'll move those guys up. And them. Okay. Up! Alright, somebody's falling back. Okay, just as soon as we get there, we're going to get down. Same. Same. That's probably more than is actually useful, but that's that. So, if you know a dev, they might want to think about... Oh, no. I guess I shouldn't give anybody advice, because that's what my lines look like. But in these kind of situations, maybe try 2 crossings. Especially if they can just scout ahead and see that, you know, this one is completely uncovered over here. Alternatively, you have troops marching down here, and they could detect an uncovered crossing, I would imagine. Alright, we're going to press them up. And I'm going to press up. Okay, we're going to move that brigade up. There is a second brigade that was ordered up. I don't... Oh, they're up here. Or over here. Okay, they're connected to them. Sure. Well, this is awkward. Okay, we'll do that. And that. And because these guys aren't constructing, we'll move them up as well. But the idea is to give them some... Have some skirmishers and some infantry who, if the cav just get totally overrun, which is something I'm planning for, that there's some force there that might be able to cover them. Might. So this is just the whole kind of over the river bonsai charge, and I will bet you the AI is going to win this, because they do. They have the capacity to just charge in, and they almost always win their melees. And that's the other thing about Cab, they're just running in, and the devs actually responded to this on the Steam forum, and they're like, yeah, that's what we intend. Alright. Well, best laid plans. So I would not expect too much from this Cab up here, because apparently the devs are just like, yeah, it doesn't really matter if you want to micro them, they're just going to charge in. So, okay, that's that. It happens way more with Cav than with infantry. And so that plan is down the drain. Absolutely and completely down the drain. Yeah, no doubt they're broke. Okay, this whole brigade, or this whole division is going to be lost because of that. So thank you. Okay. I do forget that. No matter how many times it happens, I do forget that that is not a bug. That is a feature of this game. That yes, Cab is supposed to impetuously charge in, almost without fail. Okay. Retreat indeed. Alright, we're going to move them over there. Move that over there. They're falling back. They look like they're falling back, kind of. Too bad. That is an excellent defensive position. No more. Alright, we have that constructed. What are we doing here? You're falling back. Yeah, you're falling back. Good. no idea what these folks are doing. I did find a way once to... How did I do that? To get them to stop charging? I don't recall. Yeah, it's definitely not Longstreet who's in charge there. Oh, how... Somehow Holmes decided to get up there? No, I don't... I hate this thing. Because once this thing is up, it's... I do not even know how to get rid of that. I guess it just went away on its own. But yeah, for some reason... Oh, there's the commanding officer. He sprinted in. Yeah, no doubt. You're demoralized. Okay, I'll push you back. Did I get the artillery back here? Well, let's see. Yeah, they have the earthen parapet, so they're back. All right. It'd be nice if Buckner Sr. came back. I would think that he should be able to. I mean, only 83 casualties, but you never know. All right, they look like they're looking for a rally spot. We're going to get their command over there. All right, in keeping with our something of a house rule here, we're going to try to withdraw the skirmishers to within bugle range. All right. Whoop. They don't want to fall back. They want to use those rifles, man. I don't blame them. Okay, we'll just stick you behind the parapets. I think that's more for role-playing than anything else. How are these units doing? Should be alright. Welch rested. Okay, it's not their first combat, so it's nice not to have that to worry about. Broken. We'll see if... I'm not sure which commander necessarily is able to raise the spirits, but we'll hope it's them. So I'll call for... I guess we'll do the same as well. These guys still don't want to come back. We might have to recall them and then just send out a fresh group. That's okay. Okay, we're going to have those guys go there. We're going to move their skirmishers there. We're going to rotate them over, and I think we're just going to keep this brigade kind of in reserve. Not kind of in reserve, but in reserve. Yeah, and see, that's what happens. If you don't get back, you're probably going to get wiped by cav. Okay, they are broken, but recovering. We're just going to move them back there. We'll move Division HQ back. The game does look nice. So today what happened is 107? 108? No, none of that's right. It's like 107.11 kind of became the main patch for everyone. So it had been on the development. Alright, so we're going to draw these guys back as well. They're going to come up. We're going to move these guys over here. We're going to swing these guys kind of to like a reserve skirmisher place. Okay. Nope, you just need to come back. Seriously. Yep, this is exactly what they ought to have been doing with their cavalry, and I did suggest, and I'm sure others agreed. Again, I'm not taking credit for it, but this is something I felt that cavalry long had a role in brushing off skirmishers. Though, if the counter then is to just kind of dismount, we're gonna toss our skirmishers back out. Over here, we're gonna toss out some skirmishers as well. You know, if they want to get us, they're gonna have to get up on those horses where they make big old juicy targets. It is time. It is time for the great withdrawal of the artillery. At least from this position. And from this one, because cavalry loves, AI cavalry loves to charge artillery. I think they would have a very difficult time. They would have a very difficult time doing it now, or at least a cost-free challenge. Apparently we have skirmishers, but I don't see them. So they might actually be obscuring the brigade from firing. We don't want that, because the brigade has way more rifles. So we want to make use of those. Alright. So we're going to move this cav up here. That's a losing engagement for them, and that's okay. But what we're going to try to do is bring this cav up here, dismount it, and get a 2v1 over here. It'd be nice if these skirmishers could kind of rotate in the right direction. But we have pretty good. We had pretty good field of fire there. These guys. Let's see. We'll actually get some skirmishers from them. And are we on long range? We're not. I don't know if Breckenridge is fighting me on that. He might be. Okay, that's not a shootout we're going to win, so we're going to try to get low, get down with that. Okay, they're over there. That's fine. They already have skirmishers. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to have these guys press up like that. We're going to layer our skirmishers like this. They look like they're just maybe coming in with a full head of steam. I don't know. Yeah, they're getting tagged by those guys. Okay, we're going to slide Beauregard over here. We're going to slide Brian over here. And Huger over there. Okay, I guess these guys are... I don't know. Skirmisher movement is just weird. That's all I can really say. I think maybe I'll move this brigade up and think about building a breastwork that kind of goes over there. Yeah. Okay, they're doing something. That's fine. These guys are going to get down and get out, and then we're going to move them. I don't know why they would move like that, but they seem to have the idea. The moment has seized them, or something. Alright. We're doing something up here. Here, let's make sure that entire skirmisher group is doing something. These guys, we're just going to try to get some breastworks across here. I don't know, it's really marshy and swampy, so I'm not sure that's actually going to work, but we're going to try it. And now they are kind of rightfully pulling back. We're going to try to not over-pursue. Pause here for laughter. Yeah, I guess Breckenridge is just certain that he doesn't want to shoot. I don't know, man. He doesn't want to shoot long range, so okay. These guys we actually just want to move back because now they're far more exposed over here than I want them to be. This group, we'll see what they can get away with. It looks like we have a brigade against a regiment. Granted, ours is, you know, our armaments are pretty poor quality, but the weight of numbers should begin to tell there. All right, we're going to push these skirmishers up. That cav, for them, did what it was supposed to do. Maybe we want to rotate some of this over here. All right, one other thing I forgot to do is to put these batteries down. Uh-oh. What are we doing here? This is our cav, it looks like. Okay, they are, for reasons known to them, and them alone, unstable. But it's probably because they're... Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want to move unstable people. Okay, we're going to float back a little bit over here. Yeah, and we want this cav pulling way back. This cav is fine to play the delay game. At least I'm fine with it playing the delay game. Yeah, I don't I don't understand that movement, but whatever. There it is. Here, let's try this a different way. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know what to say. Order delays shouldn't be that significant. Alright, we're gonna put a brigade, that brigade there. I still want these skirmishers to push up. These guys have a long way to go while they're still, well, they're not in bugle range, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is how you lose a cavalry brigade right here, if you're ever wondering. I also think that this regiment, it looks like a regiment, or a very, very understrength brigade, is a bit ambitious. Okay, and we're going to have this group fall back. Because based on, like, this cav just takes forever to move itself. And I think these constant braking is a bit absurd. I mean, it's 10% casualties, and now that they're broken, they're now not actually moving. So, you know, it was, you know, it's a new version of the game, or, you know, there are bugs. People reported other bugs, so it could be that. But this is just extremely frustrating. You could always just say, well, that's the point. That's what they're trying to get you to do. All right, so that's where we are. Okay, these guys can turn around over here. We got the range, so we can get down, lay down. And again, I don't know why a cav unit that is broken is just standing in the middle of the field. If you do, I'm all ears. But I would bet we are losing at this... Oh, well, and I'd be wrong. But it felt like between the catastrophe up here at the crossing and now the catastrophe of this cav brigade, whatever the heck it is, I thought we were in much worse shape. I mean, Anderson's taken almost as many casualties as Donovan. The difference is not really important, except that Anderson has a larger brigade to begin with. But like this unit here is just not responsive at all. All right, they're gonna fall back. That's fine. Again, this cavalry regiment pursuing a cavalry brigade is notable. I'm not sure it's a great idea, but all right, they're doing something. They're doing something. If I were the AI, I'd be worried about that brigade right there. I have absolutely no idea what this is. I don't know how a broken unit decides to charge into several enemy brigades, but I digress. So we are going to bring that cav unit back. We'll actually have them mount up and come back, and then I'm going to have them march back and try to get a little bit of revenge on this unit here, which is, I think, really what has confused this. And no new casualties are being reported for what that is worth. All right. Meanwhile, down here we have unstable and we have nervous. I think nervous is better. It is. Okay. We got that. We're going to start bombarding just like a random point on the map. It's actually kind of like the middle. I assume a bunch of their units are going to eventually move through that. There we go. Now we're finally actually routing. We're behaving like a broken unit. Okay, these guys can get down. Rains' skirmishers. I'm not sure what the holdup is here. I mean, these guys have had an order out for hours, or probably an hour. I mean, all they gotta do is turn around and run away. Okay, so this is annoying. The skirmishers who go out 3 yards in front of the brigade, that's annoying. And the unit actually walks backwards. Getting a horse to walk backwards, that's a new feat, man. Okay. Over here, do these guys have skirmishers? I'm going to recall them. I don't know where they are. And we might need to send them out later. Okay, they have some targets. Rains' men. They're close to breaking, but here's the thing. Once they come back, I'm certain, or once these skirmishers come back, the enemy's going to have closed too much. And so... Oh, okay. And they're just running for the hills, man. But yeah, usually I try to withdraw them before they break, but I think with these, well, it would help if they were laying down too. But once they do, they're going to be up too close, and in my business here, that we're not going to be able to do that again. So we won't be able to kick out new skirmishers because their units will be too close. So we're going to get down there. Not sure what's screwed up their line of sight. I mean, these guys are laying down, so they shouldn't be blocking the parent brigade at all. Okay, they're over there. Let's see. Okay, we can get a new skirmisher unit back here. Anderson claims to be eager. Maybe. Maybe that's true. Yeah, but I'll let him go to where he's going. That's actually a pretty good spot. As for this unit, all right, casualties are light. I guess these guys are just, they like Last Samurai, and they're like, hey, yeah, and they just got Last Samurai. Holy moly! I will say, I called it. I don't usually get that stuff right, but I guess now, actually, to make this fully work, yeah, they should route the unit that they Last Samurai. Definitely. All right, we're gonna have these skirmishers lay down. Maybe we'll have them lay down facing the right direction. Okay, yeah, and if those parent brigades want to focus their fire on them, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. All right. So. Uh-oh. So this skirmisher unit, I don't know what happened there. Here, we're just gonna pull them back. I'm not sure that we're actually gonna be able to get skirmishers far out of this unit. Probably not. Okay, again, I'd really encourage you to duck. This must be like a strange unit. Oh, that thinks that... Yeah, Mississippi Rifle, I was going to say, has a lot more range than that. Some of these units, though, they know better, so they're not going to lay down, they're going to stand up. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll have them lay down. We'll have the parent unit lay down in case they're catching, you know, stray bullets or anything like that. We're going to have these guys get into loose order and then hop into... Okay, we gotta get them back. Have them hop into the parapets here. Take a look at... Yeah, it's time to switch that. That's actually okay. They have units moving through that, so I'm okay with that. I would still really think that these guys should probably lay down. I don't know how long that's going to last, but... Okay, we'll have them turn that way. They're moving over there, that's good. And we got to try our rally effect here. We're now within the little bugle range, so I think that should help. And I'll try with these guys again. See if we can get them up. Learn a little bit about what's going on here. Nearby commander rallying, basic rally value. So yeah, plus 43% an hour is great. They're already stable. They're at plus 51%. So yeah, they actually should be back pretty shortly. Okay, we're gonna switch that brigade over to there. Gonna have them get down. Okay, these skirmishers who were kind of trapped back here are now looking to break out, but I think they're still in contact with the parapet, which makes them really hard to kill. Alright. I don't know about the morale penalty I'm going to take when they rout. So, yeah, I mean, the AI does certainly some things right. Certainly I did some things wrong. Forgetting the cavalry are pretty much always going to charge, especially when dismounted. I guess that's one thing I'd like to see, that, you know, dismounted cav have a lower propensity, but it feels like it's close to half the time that they're just gonna hop on in there. All right, they may rout when I do this anyways, but we just got to live with it. But I do want to try to pull them back before they get much worse. It is 4 o'clock here in the afternoon, and we are holding. I mean, most of the fighting has been done by a few brigades here in the center. Okay. What I should do is move this brigade up, because they actually have the range to do something. Withdraw this one. And just go from there. Alright, I don't know if they actually are going to lay down. These guys, for whatever reason, just don't have an angle. I think we're going to recall these skirmishers and see if the whole parent unit can shoot. And it looks like they can't. Oops. Alright, we're up to 26 casualties over here now. Okay. And yeah. Alright, so that's that. These brigades routed. I think that's it. I could be wrong, but I think that is it. Alright, they need to finish moving up there. Keep up the skirmisher harass, but... Alright, these guys have opened up in that direction now. And they're going to continue to track them. They might get a volley or two more in that direction. But my guess is from here, it's probably a withdrawal. It's maybe a terrible idea, but I am going to pursue. And the reason is that I think, that if they try to cross over here, they might get hung up, and we might have a chance to kind of make them pay the price here for coming on into our old Kentucky home. So, you know, the more casualties we can run up, the better. And plus, it a chance for brigades that haven't been engaged to get engaged. All right, confident and stable. Do something like this. We're gonna turn these guys to free fire because I don't want to shoot too many friendlies. All right. Should recall our skirmishers, even though some of the ones out there are doing great. Gotta recall them because come on, for reals, we're doing this. But we gotta recall the skirmishers so they're with the parent unit, and then they can move later. All right, move them up there. Guess we'll try to make sure that they're kept in position. Uh-oh. Yes, yes. Let's everyone advance here. I'm sure the enemy is retreating. Okay. Not sure why these sometimes show up as the kind of dots. That's what I think you usually get with skirmisher groups. Alright, so they are getting their skirmishers back. Let's turn it up a bit here. Okay, so these guys, whoops. This is always the downside of these kind of pursuits, but just eyeballing it because I don't have the stuff on. They look just what is the characteristic here? Cohesion. They do not appear to cohere well. Let's see, are those guys running? Have they actually routed? They haven't. Just bring them over there, I guess. Okay, so they're moving up there. We can see that they're falling back, and yeah, they're getting good shots, but as they fall back, they're going to fall into their arc of fire. I guess I could have advanced at the double, but I didn't. Lesson learned. Try it one more time. Advancing at the double. We'll see if it matters. It is remarkable that those units did not. Here, just halt. I want them to spin around and shoot this unit here. I want them to do the same. Come on. Okay, move up. Oops. Yeah, you're supposed to stay there so they don't get too panicked. All right, it looks like they routed. Okay, I don't think we have anything more to do. I guess if we hear differently, we'll deal with it then. But that'll be it. Okay, minor victory, 53. Well, 5,300 to 800. Yeah, that's one of the better ones. Like I said, I'm surprised it was like that, considering how some things went. I think one of the issues might have been that when they crossed over that fort, they should have just gotten cover in the railroad. Kicked out their own skirmishers, gone prone. Maybe use the cav for some limited harass of my skirmishers, but that was always going to be a cat and mouse game, and probably not one that they were going to win. And so I think it would have made sense to just kind of counter skirmish, take cover until the whole force is over, and then move up. It wasn't a piecemeal attack, but it also wasn't and all at once attack either. Okay, so with that win here, what I got to remember to do is avoid that fort. And I wonder if the way to do this, I don't know how to miss it. I guess it's to go like this, maybe? I don't know if that's going to allow us to miss it. I really hope it does. But we'll try to miss the fort that way. And if we do and we get to here, then we'll move up to Louisville. We'll take that there, and yeah, we'll move on accordingly. Keem's cavalry on the attack here. Yeah, things have just not at all gone well in Missouri. So that might be one of the places we look for some improvement, but in general things are okay, I guess, around Washington. Hampton's division. Here, we're going to set them over there, and you know what? Let's do Porterfield as well. Sure, go ahead and double quick. You got all winter to recover from this, so you'll be fine. Okay, when we do that, we also want to we'll cheat Johnston over just in case he's needed. Quick check on the economy. Iron production's almost meeting demand. Iron ore, not really. Leather never in my last campaign. Locomotives, actually about half of demand. Machine parts is only about a third of demand, so that's too bad. I mean, I'll call a halt for the Western Army, but I don't think that's where we're gonna stop. Huh. What are overall numbers looking like here? Kind of holding steady. For some reason, they put us up to AAA rating after that. I don't know why. The weapons for Cav, which I think is really gonna help. So 28 days, yeah, it's the middle of December, and they'll get to practice with them, but probably not use them for a while. All right, I gotta pay attention right here. Army of Northeastern Virginia, 14,000 troops. All right, let's make sure nobody is scouting. And let them reach their destination, but I think then we're gonna just go in at normal speed. Hopefully we're not force marching it. That was my fault. No. No, they... Yeah. I don't know, maybe this is the original point, and after that they'll move quicker, but I don't want to force march them into battle only because I don't want to have condition issues. Alright. This is something I should have done. But I just see it now. Alright. Flying column, of course. Did that second order go through? I guess it did. It's tough when the Army of Kentucky is kind of holding on that fort that I am trying to avoid at all costs running into. Alright, let's get a little bit more aggressive here. I think one of the things I'm going to think about doing is building an additional army out in the west. Just to deal with this raid, but also to open up a different front. They have all these armies pretty well scattered and covered. We're going to try to bring Price back here, and let's just double quick it because it's winter quarters for them after this. All right, back in the east. So it's 13,500 of them versus 20,000 of us. Yeah, we got to do that. I mean, this is probably going to be... I say that, but I have no idea how much the AI is going to attack in the winter. So... try to get the win in. Burn the supply depot if we can, and then get out. Sorry, I mean, little impromptu concert here. But, alright, what do we got? Yeah, we got the Antietam Sharpsburg. Alright, we have to attack. Oh, you know what I did not read? Of course you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you know? How long? 3 hours. Alright, that's not too bad. 5 engineering points up there. What do we got to catch? Whoa. So yeah, War of Rights territory, right? Miller Farm, Roulette Lane, Sunken Road, all that good stuff. Pry Ford. All right. So we definitely have some distance to cover. What I don't want to happen is have them unexpectedly bum rush me up here and lose because of that. It's 7 a.m. We got some time, but I'm gonna pause you until I get in, because it just makes the video too long, longer than it has to be, and not that interesting. And I guess before I do that, I think about it is gonna depend where we come in. If we also come in here, Antietam Ironworks. So how do we get to Pry Ford? How do we attack it? It's going to depend a little on how they're doing, and one of the things I could do now is to scout ahead. One of the things I should do, I guess, is scout ahead. Yeah, we want to evade. But find out where they're disposed over here, and that'll influence how we move. So we had this battle in the previous campaign. I think Pryford was the point, and they took an interesting way of defending. They kind of had some forces over here, and they had some forces over here. At least I think it was Pryford. It was not. In the end, it didn't end up being that coherent of a defense. So I'm pretty sure it was over here, and I seem to recall sending some troops up through here. No, that couldn't have been it. There was a fence they were fighting on. It was around this area, and it was just that the actual Antietam really messed them up, how they were supposed to defend that. So that's something to think about, but I'd like to be on the same side that most of their defense is, or on this side. What I don't want is for them to be on this side, us to be over here, and then I have to attack through choke points. If they're on this side, attack them on this side. Most likely, I think just line up here and just go more or less straightforward, unless they have really good fortifications. The flank here, I don't think it's going to fool too many people. This would be a lot of movement and like fool no one to get up there and hit Pryford from that direction. So I don't know, but yeah, I'll pause you until something's developed. No sooner did I pause you and I found them. They are deployed forward of the objective. They have decided to build breastworks. Looks like my reinforcements just got here, and they had powerful spectacles. They must have saw the top of the flag fluttering there above the hill. But they're in an okay position, except that there's a sunken road here that I think is better cover than the breastworks. But what this makes me think is that we're just going to come up this way over here. I don't know if we're actually going to go into the sunken road. Probably not. Maybe come up over here and then just try to get to price for it that way and see if they'll come out and fight us 1v1. This also allows us to find where we are. All right, it's going to take us a little while to file in. We'll go ahead and do that. But now that we know where they are and we know that they're kind of stationary, we're going to start moving up a little bit. But I want to keep an eye on them. Yeah. Alright, because we are flying around at 10 times speed, I figured, what the heck, I'll just bring in. It's not, hopefully it's not going to be like that battle in the wilderness, but we are moving around here to this Dunker Church. Is it true that, yeah, it probably is true that Porterfield doesn't have any artillery. That's kind of been my MO here in 1861 because, yeah, you know, the latest development kind of made me pay for something that used to be free. Alright, so in real life, I'm kind of just rejoining this game, but probably to you, wherever you are. Hopefully no disruption has taken place. The plan is still to move laterally here against here. This just reminds us that somehow we have a minor defeat here so far, so we'll see if that continues. But we are matriculating the armies up the field here. Steele's division, that's not really what I want. What I really want is figure out where Magruder's going to have everybody end up. And they need to be further over, but this is an okay start. We're going to have Buford's cavalry start down there. We're going to move. Where is he? There he is. He's Porterfield's there. Hawes is the infantry. We're going to move, well, that's all blocked off there. I do need to take a look also at what our fatigue and stuff are going to look like. I mean, these troops I think have been in battle before, like several times. Pretty sure. I have no idea. But yeah, nobody here is on, you know, first battle blues or anything like that. Well rested, disrupted, but for the most part, I guess it's all right. All right, Buford's going to continue moving around. We're moving to now this Miller farm. We're going to start getting out in a line here. It's Hood's Cav. All right, we might need to pause up here a little bit, but don't want to sit forever. We also I don't want Buford's Cav to get weird and cut off. Hawes division, okay, they're kind of spacing out the wrong way, but there they are. All right, move Hood over there. It's French's battery. Steele's division will move there. It looks like we're slowly pulling things together here. Okay, let's get Magruder moving on his own. Yeah, I actually want them back there like that. Want Buford over there like that. Alright, that looks like it might be Hood's. Want to get us out in a single line. Take a quick peek. What? Oh, there's a battery there. That's what that is. Okay. But I don't want to stay here because well, I don't. But what is going on? All right, no more scouting. Get down, get loose, all that stuff. So, I mean, this is still like one of the remaining complaints I have about the AI is just that movement there. I don't know about that. I mean, you gotta kind of be a little more responsive to what's going on. All right, Hood's over there with his 1,000. We're gonna push Butler up like that. Do a quick check here. Got a lot of good things going on with their morale. I think their formation will eventually catch up. I do want to switch with these rifles. I do want to get the better range. I'm missing. There's some brigade here. I cannot. It must be Ripley. But I cannot. Ripley, I cannot click on. But he is definitely there. There he is. Roswell Ripley. Okay. Butler still needs to move up. Porterfield is okay. Here, we're going to swing them over there like that. We'll check these guys' status as they come in. Good, well rested, all that other stuff. Failing, well rested, that's fine. Disrupted, well rested, they'll get better. Okay. Want to get them down and out. Move them up there. Where's my battery here? Just move them up there like that. Steel will move right there. And Hood can get over there. Alright, so we got that. This is the minorist of victories. That's never been a word. Alright. Make sure they're set to long range, long range. They look like they need to get their organization together, but most of them have gotten the message. Switch to long range. Okay. We're going to have our dismounted cav here. Something I rarely do, but I should. There's no good reason not to. Just to get out here and build some fortification, breastworks. Okay. Well, those are going to be pretty ugly, but it is what it is. And looks like we're going to build much of the way to the sunken road. Don't worry, once I'm done with this, I'm going to play it through quick and just see what the AI does. I'm not... Don't love building it there, but... Let's see too much of an alternative. We'll get them to build there, and we'll have Hood just build a little something something here. Not that they have the range to do anything with it between those two cornfields, but or crop fields, but it'll be something. Magruder should move a little bit closer to the men. Yeah. The AI is moving. That I can tell you. Doesn't look like too much more. So I think I'm going to pause you, unless and until something happens. Because it's 3 in the afternoon here, mid-October. I'm not sure what... Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I never brought up this this battery here. I kind of hope the AI isn't too committed to this, because Yeah. All right. We'll see what they do, and I'll bring it back. All right. No sooner did I pause you than poof, they're back. They are kind of advancing, so we can see them advancing column down here. The response, while we're, I think, still finishing a lot of these breastworks. We're not done. One thing I might have done if I had had a little more time was probably get to work on a second line of breastworks. And the reason why is your skirmishers can use them. For a long time, skirmishers did not get cover bonuses from buildings, which I never thought was right. And now they do, and they have for some time. So bombardment is tricky against a moving enemy, but I guess we'll aim just about there. And I don't think we're going to get skirmishers into that sunken road. It'd be nice if we did, but alas. Daniel Hill, I think, I was going to say that he tends to be insubordinate, but it's his skirmishers that are the issue, not him. So there's that. Do these guys have a cover bonus right now? They do. So we'll keep them there doing that. We have Richard Anderson's brigade here in reserve. These skirmishers are out. Their job is to just be the speed bump on the way in. Not here to take a lot of casualties or anything like that. That skirmisher spacing is always it's one of those arts I've just one of the many things I think could be improved on my part. All right, we'll have them come up here. Oh, it's just skirmisher v skirmisher, but all right. And we'll move those guys up to the edge of that bugle range there. And so that's that. And we're getting the notification we're in contact. Yeah, I mean, the AI is definitely stacking up real nice, and, you know, maybe there is time. Maybe there is time to build a set of defenses for skirmishers. But probably, rather than getting my whole force out of position, we'll just commit Anderson's. I should have had these guys do this the whole time. Get them started on the second level. And just go from there. One of the other checks we'll do, since we are going to go into combat, is if we have any perks to grab. Let's do it. Alright, these guys got to push up. DH Hill should have one. Or very, very close. He doesn't have them. Should be just on the precipice of getting them. Okay, these skirmishers still got to kind of get the right angle. Hood does not. Hardy does not. Let's see where everybody is. Where they ought to be. Alright, that's a better position for that. It's a better position for that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And no, that should be there. So we cleaned up our lines a little bit here, so we're not dealing with too much in the way of order delays. Right, speed kills, so we're going to try to have as much of it as we can. If now they have to come to us, there's no real reason to stand up. Greater range is, of course, nice to have, but if they're coming to you, then just wait till they're in range and worry about it then. These guys are going to be in trouble, I think. These guys, I don't know where their front is. Okay, it's there. These guys should be down. Alright. These guys ain't moving yet. We're gonna try and move them a bit. That's actually fine right there, getting some long distance pot shots. That's why they're there. Oh no, these, yeah, so it looks like it is DHL skirmishers who are just refusing to go down. So they're going to get melted, is what's going to happen. But I still want them to do a little bit of poke here. care. I'm just going to tell them to charge, and then we'll hold them up at the edge of the corn. There's probably a fence there, maybe not. They should still get some concealment, though. Every little bit helps. Alright, so we've done that with them. We are going to bring Hood's 1,000 troopers over here to get ready to harass the flanks. I want that mobility over here as well, and we'll put them there. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy the scene here. I think it's scenic. I mean, I got the varied uniforms in here. That's pretty cool, right? It's not the clone army or anything like that. It's late October, so we got the foliage on the trees. I'm actually getting... I was gonna say something nice about the FPS, but then I realized it's like 20 FPS. It's an odd thing, and I wish I knew more about the hardware, but the game doesn't really tax the CPU or GPU, at least in terms of temperatures, in the way that War of Rights and some other titles are just... I mean, they're just looking to melt my... I think they're looking to melt my components there, but so far to no avail. But that's what the Union's perspective is. They do have this nice little wooded area that will cover them at least up until here, but we are far enough back that I think... I don't know how that's going to go for them. But we have the lead Union Brigade here. These guys are pulling back. It might be to form line, or because they've kind of detected this maybe not so dank flank, but we are thinking about pouncing here. Where's HQ? There. We want HQ on a best line possible. Honestly, this brigade is out of place, and there actually is no fence here. So that's an definite oversight on my part. What I think we'll do now with maybe some of the confusion of all of this is actually push... Are we getting a cover bonus here? Okay, we are. So, is to push this brigade up. Because we're going to want that brigade and others to push the flanks. If they full commit to the center and give us the opportunity. If not, they press us heavy, we can always fall back and wait for them to catch us. I'm going to pull DH Hill's men back. If you haven't watched the... did I? No, I didn't. Now I'm going to try to pull them back. You haven't watched these before. Just the reason why I do it is usually to try to avoid routing, because it does impose a temporary morale penalty on everyone else on your side, and so my view is usually like, well, why do that? Let's see, like over here, I wasn't paying enough attention, but yeah, Cav on horseback are I think always going to win that trade against Skirmishers. Remember, for everybody who doesn't like Skirmishers, Skirmishers actually don't have many good matchups. There are almost no matchups. Oops, I missed these guys too. They're going to rout before I get them back. Yeah, there's almost no matchup where Skirmishers are expected to win. I would say that the only one where they could kind of expect to win routinely is against most artillery. But that is it, to my knowledge. All right, we're going to push them up there. We're going to push these guys up here. I think it'd be cool if Cav Vedettes were a little bit more maneuverable than they are. Oh man, we got the rumble in the cornfield over here. Okay, so that's Peninsular Cav. I think they're supposed to be spread, but they don't look spread. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them back for now, because I don't want... not looking for a bad trade. No, I don't want to move. I don't want to do that. I want... Okay, they don't... Alright, these skirmishers got to get out. Let's see, these guys... Alright, they're in contact over there. You know what? Pull these guys back for a bit. Ripley's men have been holding out there. They're on the reverse of that hill. Sitting pretty, I'd say. Yeah, Hood, we're going to pull back. This isn't where I wanted to do this. I don't even know if you can build breastworks in the middle of a crop field. Probably shouldn't be able to. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how we roleplay justify that. I guess cutting down those trees. Somebody did mention the steam forms, and I've thought about this, and I agree. They beat me to the post, but along with fortifying, I think one of the things that you got to be able to do is just clear the trees in front of you. It's probably asking too much, and it's the devs' fault. They've, by and large, treated us, I think, really well, and I think that we've given good faith advice as a community to make the game better, and I think it has gotten better. But I think that would be a nice addition. It would also explain kind of where a lot of the wood comes from that makes up the breastworks, but all right, so sometimes this is the only way to get skirmishers back who have just committed to something. And all right, Ripley's men are over there. I don't know if, yeah, okay, Bragg's men are firing. Very nice. The sky is beautiful. I'm not sure though what exactly the Union's playing for here. I mean, maybe they're just looking to engage and then escape under the cover of night. Is that a thing? Because they got other brigades stacked up here, but advancing, I don't know, 1, kind of 2. I think this was a third. Advancing 3 brigades into this is that ain't gonna work. The numbers are kind of close enough that maybe an overloaded flank would do it, but not this. All right, one of the other things I'm going to do is get this brigade to... I don't like building the breastworks this close, but it's this or nothing, I think. And I'm going to have this cav actually also work on a second line of breastworks. Maybe Hood's cav, for now, can look to do something similar. Okay, we'll recall Ripley's men. They got to be low on ammo anyways, I would think, how long they were out there. Not at all. Not at all, actually. It is kind of the hallmark of this channel. I'll just predict something and then I go to check and it's like, nope, that's never been like that. Alright. I don't know if we can still hit them laying down. We cannot. Well, we might as well do something. Okay, we're gonna get a new set of skirmishers here. Maybe. And we'll put them right there. That keeps them in bugle range. And once they're done, we'll have Ripley kick out another unit of skirmishers, but I'm not sure that this is the best idea. I don't know if Hardy can still hit. Yeah, Hardy can still hit prone. That's fine. Since McCullough's taken basically no casualties, I'm not even going to worry about moving them. But here, I think, is where the AI could still use some improvement. I mean, this is either it's an attack or it isn't. But they might just be kind of playing the delay game until nightfall. All right, move those guys up there. All right, they can go to bugle range up there. Oh, that's max bugle range, right? So keep them there. These guys need to go up there. We'll have Ripley kick out that secondary, kind of a secondary line of skirmishers at this point. But they appear to... The AI now appears to be, I think, rethinking the wisdom of the offensive here. So yeah, the AI still needs to defend better. And then just be more decisive on the attack. But it is still the first year of war. I think the first battles only started 6 months earlier. And so you could always say that noob commanders, stuff like that. But that might explain the lack of aggressiveness, but it doesn't really explain the kind of static defense of sitting in the breastworks while you watch an army. Your artillery shooting at my army, marching around you. You got to be more proactive. And then there's my 18-month rant, which is when standing still, construct breastworks. Like, there's no reason not to. Even if you fully intend to go on the attack, just construct breastworks. And it helps anchor a flank if you want to go for an overloaded flank and you're worried about kind of a counter push. One of the ways you even those odds is by having fortifications that can allow a few smaller number of folks on one flank so that you can siphon them off to another flank. But that's me. That's how I would do it. Okay, someone's low on ammo. Hardy, I think, is over here. Yeah. I mean, this... How low is low? 11 shots, yeah. So I'll withdraw them. Okay, we'll have McCullough get down. We'll have Walton get down. Okay. Hardy will kick out skirmishers again. I think. Maybe. Yeah, I guess that's okay. These guys bending the bullets over the hill? I think they are. I think they are. These guys are too. McCullough is low on ammo. That's not great timing. Just as we had to push in, so they're actually gonna have to stay out. I'll try to get them to lay down. Though, if I do recall them, then that means the parent brigade gets to come in and do their thing. So maybe, I think is the answer. Alright. I guess it's well, Hardy, the parent unit is not taking any casualties, so I guess I'll just have them kind of sit there and just be the skirmishers will be the meat shield, the air shield. I don't know what the right thing to call it is, but we'll have them sit there. But this is also just another thing I've harped on for probably over years, that the AI it needs to advance behind a skirmisher screen. Putting brigades out there to shoot it out with skirmishers, and again, the skirmishers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6, and probably Hardy's is 7 units of skirmishers against 2 brigades. You're just gonna allow those 2 brigades to get mauled. So I don't know how else to say it, but it's still something that needs work, and we'll see. Right, these guys are idle. They claim to have finished their breastworks. We'll put them to work over there. They're still working. Okay. Yeah, and this looks like the AI withdrawing here. It's not enough to be like the retreat, but it might actually be the withdrawal. I keep saying that. This is probably going to be a 4-day battle, but... And now it's raining. From the Union perspective here. I don't know, if I'm the Union, like the easy move, and maybe they'll do it tomorrow, is just, right, come through the Dunker Church and come up and around here and then just drive down the breastworks from there. I don't know. I wouldn't want to hug this because of the range of my shooting and the fact that I'm just that angle right there means if you try to make a beeline for prize forward, you're going to be shot from the side. You could be shot from this flank once you get up there as well. You got to kind of advance into the teeth of it, and it's just not a good. It's not how you want to do it. You want to make this easy. You want to do this well. You got roads. Right, so you got a road that starts here. Overnight, you can just do the whole teleport deployment thing. That's what I think they should do, but they don't want to listen to me. Can't quite find those Skirmishers of Hardy. I don't even know if I care anymore. Oh, we got an advance over here. Okay. They need to pull back. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. Smith. You know what? Let's just pull you back. Why risk it? Oops. Can we build here? Looks like it. I really should be paying more attention to this, but I'm not. Is that a skirmisher? No. Those might be bodies. Okay, they have a bit of an angle on them. They have an angle on them. Culla's going to take some casualties. That's the way it goes. It's digital war, man. It happens. Okay, we'll see if either of them... Okay, McCullough can... Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that whole kicking out skirmishers 5 yards in front of you. It seems like a decent cheese tactic because I think the shots kind of go into them first. But that's not really what I'm looking to do, but they might need some clearance in front of the parent unit. Right now there's the range they have to be from enemy units, but as far as I know there's... I thought in the files there was a range that they had to be kicked out, but apparently not, because as long as they can just make it in front of the parent unit, they'll go out. Okay, they're done. Alright, some more skirmishers are coming out over there. I think just about everybody else has paid their tribute of skirmishers. I think I've tried to get Bragg to go long range, and it's just... It's not making an impression on them. Alright, we gotta keep an eye on Hillsmen because they're gonna rout soon. We still working Butler? We are. Oh, so these guys actually do have something. So we're gonna give them Stormers. I hope that was the right one. Now I'm not sure. Now, now I'm second guessing myself. I think I want this battery to start teeing off on things a bit closer. Kind of where that clump of cavalry and infantry are up here. Alright, so I guess that attack was also a kind of probing attack, but these probes are getting expensive, man. Very expensive. Okay, I'm going to switch their fire over there. They're going to switch onto them as well. Where was it? Hill that... Hill's alright. We'll still bring him back just to have something to do, I guess. Okay. They've kind of done something, I guess. We're going to choose that as the new bombardment target. Can't be that much daylight left. Can't imagine. Okay, we're idle back here. I know there are going to be gaps in the line, or gaps in the fortifications, but I'm okay with that. Okay, push them up. I think Richard Anderson can stay engaged a bit longer. Try to get that whole unit shooting over there. Alright, push them up. Push Walton up. I don't... Maybe those skirmishers can't get up any further, but those guys are sitting kind of pretty right there. Well, if you like shootouts, this is certainly your thing. If you don't, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I think if I had about 4 to 6 more hours of daylight, I would probably push right through this cornfield. I'd push Hardy's brigade. I'd follow with Hood's cav. I might bring the other cav all the way around, and I would take these 2 brigades here, join Hardy's, and I would just push right along that line. Because while this brigade could step up to support, they're going to be stepping up in skirmisher fire. I think they've already been shot up pretty well. And what that's going to allow me to do then is to probably get 2, 3, possibly even 4 brigades against one, and then just knock them off one at a time. And the rapid casualties that's going to produce is just not going to be something the Union will be able to hold on long while facing. But even though the cav are up on their horses, and so have that a little bit of peak, they don't seem to be inflicting any casualties, or almost no casualties. These skirmishers are not prone, but they are skirmishers. And they're probably, depending on what the Union's cavalry small arms is like, it's probably at the very peak of their range. And so that might explain the low casualties. But mounted, I think they have a higher rate of fire, and they don't take a distance hit like they do when they're dismounted. Thank you. Donka. It's a nice even bake all the way through. Yeah, so it is. Yeah, this is a prolonged shootout. I would guess casualties. I would think they'd be pretty high. And I would be wrong. I am absolutely wrong about that. Huh. Well, I did say it a few minutes ago, right? Every time I make one of these predictions, it's just nope. Man, it looks even better since I just came back in. Sometimes when the screen loads in, and I don't know if it's refreshing or something, but it just looks really good. One thing I would like would be for this bottom. Does this go away? No, it doesn't. I would like this to go away. Full-on cinematic mode. So again, you find the right people and you let them know. All right, end of day. Troops resupplied. Okay. Well, try to pull everybody back so that they are well inside the lines. Or just barely. Oh my goodness. This is also, I think it's a glitch. It's just, it makes that sound. I'm gonna have to end this soon. Because I think that sound is just gonna go on forever. It's the constructing sound, and once it goes on, sometimes it seems like it's never going to stop. What I'll do, we got a secondary line there. Because I thought the best move would be for them to go to the Dunker Church and then kind of attack over. If they try that, we'll try to have something. Yeah. And we'll just throw those down and we'll hit play. And we are back at it. I gotta go to Union Lines and see if I can get away from that constructing sound. Jeez, I can't. Alright, I'm gonna drive myself insane, so I gotta pause you here. Okay, I'm back, and I hope I'm not stuck with the sound of marching now, but at least it's not the bang bang clap of the construction. I needed a break from that. And I don't think I'm gonna do any more. McCullough. Oh, that's what you're shooting at. Alright, they're showing us the double quick moves. That's fine. Also, I'm at 2 times speed, so that's probably why it felt like 4 times as fast. Because, in a way, it was. Alright, we'll switch over to them. My goodness, use that sweet range. That's why it's there. McCullough. You know what, McCullough? I don't like the casualties you're taking. And I don't know that anybody here got enough to perk up, but I did say in the last battle, or before Nightfall came, that I was thinking of pressing them here on the right. If I thought I had like 4 more hours, well, we're gonna find out if I was telling the truth, I guess. Now if I can actually click on my units. There we go. Then I will try to show that I actually meant that. These guys getting focused down. I guess everybody's just kind of standing up on their own. It's like, alright. Whatever. Anybody over here? Perk up? It might just have to wait till after the battle. I think the plan, though, is to get ready to press them here on this right. I don't know who else I can send. Yeah, I want to try to get Butler over there. It's not going to be... No. Yeah, go that way. Take the long way. Okay, you go over there. Porterfield, you can go there. Actually, since I was worried about McCullough anyways... have them switch over to there. Get it, these guys would get down, they could probably have a bit more longevity on this battlefield, but if they don't, they don't. Okay, so we got Hood over here. Let's see what they look like when they're all loose formation. Oh, did they see the move and they avoided it? I was not fast enough. But I don't know. I'm not sure what they're going to do in response. Huh. I mean, now we're just going to push up with our skirmishers. Not sure what this idea is. Are I think they're maybe going for the pry forward? Like, the actual forward, not the point, but... I wonder if they're trying to extricate themselves out that way, but there's a perfectly good way to go back. But the problem is that they are very long front to back, and they are withdrawing. Oh, yeah, so this battle is just about over. One thing we can do for the brigades to try to get them some experience is... Nope, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. I meant to switch their shooting up a little bit. Those guys are in a comfortable position to shoot. Alright, we'll let the skirmishers move around, that's fine. Alright, so I think I'm going to pause you all. Yeah, enemy is retreating. No, well, yeah, probably going to go ahead and pause you all, depending on how fast I can play this out. Okay, you switch over there. I mean, if we get these units to rout, I don't know if it's true. I've kind of always just assumed that if they rout, like they drop their weapons and, you know. Jackson's not here, but somebody's got to be looking after that sweet, sweet loot. There we go. Well, this is 10 times speed, so that might explain a lot. Did they rout? Looks like one of them did. The other one has not yet. Here, let's recall them. And I think they did now. Yeah, they did. Oh no! I have no idea what I told Hood to do. but somehow he took it upon himself to do all that. All right, we're gonna send these brigades up. They got some units here. They're doing some rear guard stuff. Make them pay the troll toll for that. Get these guys down. Move them up. Oh, they're probably gonna run in melee now. Whoops. Here, we'll move over there because there is no way to ford it over there. Yeah. Just keep moving around there. Keep moving there. Moving there. Move there. Yikes. So that is that. 680. We'll see what our loot is, and that will certainly end this video. Battle of Cumberland, right. Brigadier General Porterfield is famous. Glorious victory, 2,100 rifles, just one gun. I guess the play here is to just try to come in, take Cumberland. I think there's a supply depot, unless they're now... unless they had the good idea to burn it. Which is what I would have done. Okay, no. Subsidized agriculture. Now, I've already done this. Oh, it's not subsidized agriculture. Wait a minute. I said there was an update. Okay, so farm mechanization is its own thing. That's 3.5 million. Whereas subsidizing agriculture is 2.5 million. Nah, I'd rather do the mechanization because we'll get the boost of volunteers. So we'll hang out and do that. Economy is in recovery. Previously it was an expansion. What happened? Okay. National debt is somehow lower. That doesn't make sense to me, but alright. Interest rate is coming down. Not sure how far away we are. Here. Oops. No. Logistics reform is a long way off. We're a little over halfway there, I think. Well, that's good to know. Alright, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one. We still have a little bit of time before the winter penalty stuff kicks in. I've pretty much resolved that it's probably going to be moving during the winter. We are moving here to... we're supposed to be moving extra quick, but we are going to try to capture the cities here in Kentucky. Kentucky's in this weird spot where we've been like 65-66% support, but just we haven't captured it. Missouri, the support's even higher, yet we're not there, and we need to kind of rebuild over here. We have Keam's cavalry, and I think one of the solutions for the next video, for future videos, is to, over the course of the winter, look to build a new army, maybe make it based out of Louisiana or Texas. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Mississippi. I don't know what it is, and then have it deal with the stuff that's in here. I usually hate this part of the map because it feels like it's a supply dead zone. But you know, if we're getting raided from that and we're not using it as an avenue to attack, it's a weakness, and we need to do it. Men fielded, so their men fielded drop by about, I think their high was around 150,000. Mine was around 99,000. So that's good to know. And you see total casualties, not the usual 3 or 4 to 1 fiasco. It is closer. My national morale feels really high. Morale of armies seems too close, given, you know, the 14 to 2 on the battlefield. But that's all me. Like I said, I gotta end this video. This thing's gone long. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to have you back for the next one.